Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at some Rakdos Dragons, because we played a lot of different dragon decks this season. I say a lot, maybe like 3, but none of them have been actually Rakdos. And there's a couple of interactions and a new card we haven't played in the list yet that I want to give a shot today. If you want to buy any cards for today's deck or any other game stuff, remember to go to CoolStuffInc.com. You can use code DRAGON, that'll save you 5% at checkout. And Cool Stuff Inc. always has cool stuff in stock. Right, so the interaction that got my attention is realizing that Godric actually says, if you turn it into a dragon, you can pay 1 and give all your dragons +1/+0. Not just Godric, and I think people missed that line, so we're going to see if that comes into effect today. But the new card I wanted to play that we haven't played anything yet is the Realm Scorcher Hellkite. This is a 6 mana 4/6 with flying and haste, fair, that if you go ahead and bargain it, you can actually get 4 extra mana that allows you to just shoot some stuff, which is pretty sweet, or just cast something else, which is kind of nice. So this is just a cool all-around card. But if it sits on the board, you can just start shooting stuff, which does include your opponent because it just says any target. Now, other new cards we're going to give a look to are Decadent Dragon, because I actually just like this card and I've played it in another list. But this actually works perfectly here, especially with something like Godric, because now when this attacks, it creates a treasure. So increases the odds that you have 2 things come into the battlefield that could work there. And honestly, getting some extra cards from your opponent isn't going to hurt here. Also going to be playing some Charming Scoundrel, most likely to get mana most of the time, but we'll see. There will be some times we probably want to draw a card, but this isn't bad. And we're going to play some Riveteer's Requisitioner. This is a little bit of an older card, but it does check some boxes for us, being a 3/1 that we could fight with in a lot of instances. And it can produce some treasure, which again could be another thing coming into play. Could just be mana that we use for something else, or something that we bargain away. So we like all of those aspects. Of course, because we're playing a bunch of dragons in red-black, we're going to be playing Rivers of the Claw, who can make dragons cheaper to play, but also let us play dragons out of the graveyard. And we're going to play some Atsushi, the Blazing Sky. I like this card anyway. Just getting extra treasure is awesome, because if this were to die, we could go right into playing the Realm Scorcher Hellkite. But if not, we could get some extra cards as well. And we're going to round out our dragon package today with some Shivan Devastator. This scales very well. It can be an awesome haster to finish off a game after a board sweeper. Now, we're obviously going to be playing some other removal and stuff, but if you want the full deck list, like always, it'll be at the end of the video, and we'll be doing some updates and talk about what we learned from the games that we play. But if you want to get the deck list right now, you can go down to the description below, look for the blue arrows, it'll take you to our Moxfield link where you can get today's really sweet deck, and a bunch of other decks, depending on what you're looking to play in Standard, and we have a lot over there. For now, though, let's go play some games and see if these dragons get us some wins. Alright, I guess we'll keep it. Like, doesn't do much, but it probably does enough. If this is a creature deck. If it's not a creature deck, this hand's kind of garbage. Alright. That's our 1 threat. Oh, and it is definitely our 1 threat. Like, not even kind of like, this is sort of our 1 threat. This is all we've got. Alright, well, if they have a way to kill the Requisitioner, we're going to see it now, so... Because I would assume I would kill it if I were them. Oh, guess not. Alright, don't know what they have then. Or maybe they didn't want to give us the treasure? Oh, Devilish Valet. Some type of quirky combo-y situation? I'm gonna kill that. I'm just trying to decide with what. If I want it to be this or this. But if I use this, then I could make... Actually, it doesn't really matter, because we could do this. We could kill it. We could kill a dragon. Well, make a dragon with this. Use this to kill this off. We don't even have to do that. We just attack and get our dragon. And then we'll just sit on the go for the throat. No need to waste removal. I was just thinking I might just get the dragon first, then attack the opponent directly and just start in on more damage, but we don't have a ton of threats to mess around with, and there's a chance if they're going to kill something, the Thundermaw dies here. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Not a surprise. Wow, deck, really? Okay, I mean, we're not doing much anything else. But why not? And the turn. Anytime somebody's playing Devilish Valet, they're playing something that makes a lot of tokens. In this case, it's probably Song of Totentans or the rat that, if it takes damage, however much damage it takes, makes that many 1/1 rats. And there it is. So now if they try to target it with something, which they might. So we're going to have to be real careful with our mana here. Because we want to leave this up, so whenever that goes to get targeted, we can kill it. That's the game plan right now. I don't even have any, there's nothing even good in the graveyards to get back right now except their Valet with this, which is so sad. But I kind of want to just play this anyway. Yeah, I think we're going to. And this end of turn. What is this? Look at the top 4 cards. Everybody put up the bottom 2. Oh, yeah, I know what that is. All right. Cool. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, I'm just leaving up Go for the Throat to protect us from this thing getting dealt a pile of damage. And if they attack, we're not blocking. I'm at 21. We'll just take it. The problem is we're not really going to get to cast the Virtue now that I think about it, so maybe I should have just kept the Takenuma in hand. Because we're not going to want to tap out as long as that's on the board. But they are only at 14, and we're attacking for 12? 3, 3, 4, and 2 from the Dragon's trigger. And they can't block, so you got to kill something here. Or risk potentially lethal. Depending on what I draw, obviously. Alright. No blocks. Yep. You got it. I am dedicating no unnecessary mana to that thing. Just letting you know. Shoot the opponent. We're not even going to try to target that colony. Though, I will say this. Targeting the colony is a real option if we're okay with just them getting 2 rats. And that's not a bad play from the opponent. I don't mind that. We'll get our treasures. And actually, that does allow us now to play this, and we could leave our treasure up. Opponent's at 8. We don't get anything relevant back, unfortunately. We get... Actually, this does have haste. So if we can get something that triggers that, that'll be 2 plus something. So we could... There are some combinations because of our own haste creatures that we could have lethal. Could get back Requisitioner, but that doesn't do nearly as much. Your life total is less than your starting life total. Alright, so you have a 7/7 guy that doesn't block? Sure. I guess we're okay with that. Yeah, I'll take it. Another one. Okay, that might start to become a problem. Though right now they don't trample or anything, so I mean, I guess we're okay. Whatever I get is just blocking at this point, so... Go to our graveyard, we'll get this back. At least that has a chance to generate treasure. This is going to... Draw and discard. Because if we can find... Or one of our other dragons, I think we win too. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, it was this one. I forgot I had to discard first. I was thinking draw and discard. But this was the card we were looking for, so it worked out anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4 is all we need it to be. Plus we get the Defiant Thundermaw triggers. Let's make this, I don't know. 4 is probably... We're not going to use a treasure. Let's just go 6, whatever. That was a goofy mistake that the deck bailed us out on anyway, so... Did not deserve this win, honestly. I should have just left the mana up for the Go for the Throat and just tried to win next turn. Alright, we're going to keep this, but we definitely need some help. Though, Decadent Dragon can sometimes find its own land for you, so that's not that bad. Swift Spear. Okay, at least we have a Go for the Throat, so that could help. I would have liked to have had a cut down there, though. Would have made life a little bit easier. All right, you have a Feldon. I do not disagree with these things. Go ahead and kill... Trying to debate how I feel about this, but we're probably just going to kill this guy. I mean, their hand could all just be removal anyway, but who knows. Swift Spear into... what? It's either a burn spell or a rage, because that's all they play these days, so it's one or the other. Alright, what you got? It is a rage. Alright. We're going to take 7. Still in the range of... oh, that's so good. That is so good. I'll have to take a point here. I was going to do something different with this invasion. But maybe we do that anyway. And just save the go for the throat for something else. Because I don't know what that last card could be that would be that bad, other than something like a Raiju, maybe? But I feel like we're willing to gamble this. Go to 10. Kill the Swift Spear. Show them 2 dragons. So that'd be 4 damage. Yeah, I don't think there's anything where they survive more than that, so sure. I was like really double checking that because it feels a little bad, but we're going to show them 2 dragons. All right. Pass the turn. Now, it's also possible that other card in hand could be like a Feldon or something, and none of this matters, but... Alright, no blocks. Are we going to attempt it? Alright. If it's a rage, I assume they play it there. It's probably a burn spell, though. Yeah, they have nothing after that. The funny thing is, though, if that's a burn spell, they're still not in a bad spot, because we can't even cast anything yet. We're hoping to draw a land. If not, our choices become either play Rivas, hope that's not a lightning strike, or just play Decadent Dragon, targeting them and hope we get a land off top of our library to start doing stuff. But yeah, I mean, we'll still take it. I'm assuming that their hand, I guess, could have been a land or something there too. But overall, not bad. There's a kind of a clutch cut down, though, that allowed us to change up that last turn. All red mana, but we're going to keep it. We only have 1 black card, and we do have a way to get the black mana. We only have 1 shot at it, but it's something. Okay, that helps. You know what? I'm going to do this, and I think we're still getting treasure. I'm going to set ourselves up. I'm going to think positive that nice things are coming. And we want to have that mana to be ready. Now, it could all just be wishful thinking and this all does nothing, but we'll see. So right now in graveyard is a Requisitioner, and in their graveyard is nothing. So I will just put this over there, I guess. Huh. Maybe? Yeah, that's fine. Well, that doesn't help. Dang it. Alright. Only gonna use 2. I don't want to use that treasure. Oh man, we might be about to lose this one, y'all. This hand definitely did not come together against a very creature-light deck, unfortunately. And they didn't do anything. What does that mean? Alright, I guess we just do this and then attack the invasion? Make disappear? Sure, that just resolves. I mean, I'm not that interested in that card, let me tell you. Yep, makes plenty of sense. Alright. I mean, I don't even know what the opponent's doing right now, but they don't have to do much. Our hand's pretty bad. I'll go ahead and kill Shieldred. We don't have to worry about that. Alright, you at least kind of do something. Play another Shieldred we get to kill? Oh, nope, they're like, we're just going to attack with the cottage, boss. If they do, yeah, we're going to have to blow up this treasure. Need them to attack first. Alright, they do get the food, but I'd rather them make sure they don't have a way to protect that. Because if we were to target it and they had any type of, like, I don't know, Tameo safekeeping or whatever, they'd have been able to protect it. And we don't want that. Them having a food is less concerning than them even having an extra land there. Alright. I mean, just slowly going here. Trying to make something happen. Not another Scoundrel, unfortunately. This takes 6 lands to activate, 5 lands, so they can't activate, but they can make food. Or flash something in, potentially. Alright. Roderick, you did. Sounds good. Alright, opponent goes to 9. I think we took too long to find our extra lands, but we'll see. Actually, I know we did because we had to blow up that treasure, which just had potential to be so much better for us than it is. Well, than it ended up being, I should say. Alright. Yeah, that's an interesting card, actually. Because this could lead to us being able to do more damage. But I think we're going to go ahead and do this anyway. Just discard the cut down. Since we're not doing anything with it. Alright, we're going to attack. Well, why do I feel like we just have to play this land anyway? I mean, we know we're playing around Make Disappears on top of everything else, so we might as well. And I'm sure they're targeting our Virtue as being a thing here, too. Alright. Gain some life. Exile our graveyard. Sounds like a plan. Fortunately, we weren't going to do much with that. This is nice. Can't bargain it, because I'd have to sacrifice a token, right? Artifact, enchantment, or token. Yeah, so no bargain option. We are going to attack for 4, though. Put them back to 12. Hopefully they don't have a good answer here. Sadly they do, because they've drawn them all. What else is going on? Dread Knights. Alright. Now this becomes a problem because we can't really defend the invasion of Amonkhet. We almost have to hope to draw land so we could just have dueling Shieldreds with theirs, but we did not get there. That sucks. I could have blocked, which would have ultimately only allowed this to take 2, but I think we're just too far behind. Those early turns like 3 through 5, I think, did us in on this game. And the opponent drew a lot of proper removal, too, so give credit where it's due, you know? Yeah, you got it, opponent. I mean, my only play is just try to cast Virtue next turn and hope that's enough to get us there. Otherwise, we got nothing. Alright, I mean, I guess this is what we do. Alright. I don't know why I blocked with both. I was thinking it was 2 power, but it's 3 power. So that was dumb. I could have just blocked with one thing and had the same effect. But either way, we're dead, so it doesn't really matter. Like, I say that. We're at 21. Maybe we're not dead. Maybe they don't get removal for Shieldred or something, but I doubt it. Oh yeah, the opponent had plenty of stuff there. Yeah, we're not coming back from that. Alright, cool, cool. They got us. Alright, let's keep it. Alright, I think we're just going to load up. Actually, maybe we just go Requisitioner first. I think that's probably the safest play here. We can save our options on Scoundrel for later. But that being said, if this doesn't die, then we can't cast our dragon anyway, so it doesn't matter. This is, though, where you kind of want to get... Okay, well, they're going to kill it for us anyway. I say kind of where you want to get removal and give yourself a chance at some other things. But what I think I'm going to do here is just make treasure and attack. I don't know why I feel like they probably just have a Shieldred they're going to play next turn. But then we could Godric into Scoundrel and just see what that looks like. Oh, a Duress. Well, okay. Well, I have nothing you can get, opponent. They're all dudes of different varieties. And they don't seem to have instant speed removal in hand. Alright, Trespasser's legit. We will definitely be able to put things in the yard for you. We will make that happen. So let's go here. Into here. So we can also possibly block a Trespasser. And we'll attack for 4. Alright. This also lets me jump Godric again and fly in if we need to. Draw. Nice. I am going to play this. Play this, make a treasure. We're going to play this for just 1. And we're going to attack. Alright. End the turn. Opponent's at 15. I'm trying to see if there's any way we could do enough damage next turn. I don't think so. Though here we can sacrifice if we needed to. A Requisitioner. But we're probably just going to sacrifice this, since we can still try to block a Trespasser. Alright, we draw. Another Godric does not particularly help us. So what does this need to look like? If we do this, we can't do any... I mean, we could do this, but that's kind of meh. Not really what we're looking for. Let's see if we find anything good from the opponent. Wow. Okay. That's a thing. If I do this, I could play this for 2. Still doesn't allow us to do anything with the other Godric. We'd just be able to kill Liliana here. But we'd still be attacking for 2. They play that next turn. If they have a land, then what? Ugh. Are we just playing this for 1 and then try to do this and find another thing that costs 2? Maybe find a way to get the Requisitioner dead? Man, this is a hard choice. I think I am going to do this for 2. Just to offset the life they're going to gain by drawing a card on their turn, if nothing else. But they obviously have something here, so let's see what something is. Okay. Nothing to even get back. They whiffed. Nice. Oh, they should have waited till we killed Liliana. Oh, and they ripped another one? Ah, oh, gross. What are the odds of that? Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 6 mana. If we could top deck a 7th, we could do both of these. And that would be fine. Is this where we sacrifice this? I think we still just sack this for now. Keep the opponent at bay. Attack here, attack here. Alright. Go ahead and play this. Alright, so bare minimum, we're going to try to make a treasure next turn. They didn't immediately play land into a thing, but truth be told, there's not a lot in the graveyard. I mean, we have a couple of junky dudes, but not really worth them fighting over. If we just take 4 here. Oh, you know what? They might have got another Brotherhoods in. If that's the case, then we block Shieldred. So that dies. That is not what that combat was. Weird. Okay. Can we just kill the opponent here then? I don't know what that last card is, but let's find out. It's got to be something reasonable. When it enters the battlefield, if it will bargain, add 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which we can just shoot opponents. I mean, I could play this, actually. This makes more sense. Let's play this. Because we'll have haste anyway. And then we can pump all of our dragons with that extra one. And is that enough? Guess we could pump again, but... Oh, alright. Alright, we got there. Woo, boy. Man, that felt like a grind. Oh, my goodness. Alright, let's keep it. Evolve Sleeper you doth have. Alright, we pass. Come on with it, opponent. This is always like telling too, because if they don't pump, like it's usually if they pump, it's like they have nothing or they have cut down. If they don't pump, then that tells us that they're probably just holding like a 2 mana removal. So here, we're going to go ahead and say if you kill it, we at least get a treasure. We can do multiple things next turn. There it is. Yep, we'll take our treasure. Pass the turn. Unfortunately, we didn't draw our cut downs or removals, so kind of up against it a little bit here. Liliana. Alright.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it.
You got it. We each discard a card, huh? I guess we discard... it's going to be a 4? We can make this a 3. I don't know if discarding land is wise here, but we'll see. Yep. Alright, well we found more land, so that made that decision not hurt as much. So the question here is it worth it to just go ahead and Sekinzen? Or do we want to, like, Requisitioner... You know what? Maybe we Requisitioner. This is going to look really crazy, but... And I think I'm going to do this for 1. And then just attack into Liliana. Alright. So if they do anything else, it at least keeps them at bay from pumping their sleeper for a minute. Sacrifice a creature.
Off you go.
Sure, I guess that's fine. Get our treasure. That just opens up doors for some other things that could happen. X-Mage, sure. They had everything on time, man. Like, you have a hard time beating your opponents when they just draw like that. What are you going to do? That's so rough. And all we've done is draw lands. That's brutal, man. That's brutal.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
All right. End the turn. I mean, if we can get our big 6-mana duder, I mean, we could do some stuff here. But, I mean, we kind of have to draw it now. Yep. I mean, if you attack, I guess we gotta block. Like, sure. I mean, obviously they want to keep their Hex Mage. Just because it's worth more. As far as cards and such. Alright, we're going to crack this. Get rid of this mountain. Hopefully find something good. That, you know... Deck, I feel like you're teasing us. Feel like you're teasing us. Alright, so we attack. We play this. So now if we get 6, we can still crack the other treasure. Or we just go ahead and just Virtue. But there's not a lot in the yards yet. Flesh Gorger. That has potential to be annoying. Oh, so there's decisions to be made now. Alright. I mean, if you got it, you got it. Let's just do it. I mean, they've earned it. I mean, they're going to be gaining life here, so not a lot we can do. Unless maybe we find another Virtue, which would be cool. Oh, no. Way to go, opponent. I mean, if you're just going to draw it, you draw it. What are we going to do about it? Alright. Merrick's, you're cute. But you don't quite check the boxes we want you to just yet. Oh, and they just drew the removal too. Gosh, dang it. Oh, that's so good for them. Alright, I mean, if they top deck it, they top deck it. What are you going to do? We go to 6, they go to 22. Yeah. I mean, I guess you kind of sort of do something. No attacks. I mean, we really can't do anything here. I mean, we needed that to be a removal card or something. Even then, that wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, it's just not good enough here. Yeah, we're just dead. All right. All right, I guess this is fine. Oh boy. Well, let's see if our burn spells get to kill things today. A little tough because we got to play that tap no matter what. Because we need to be able to cast 2-mana things next turn. I mean, I guess I didn't if I had had a cut down or something, but we really don't. I guess I could have just played that I drew. Okay, so they're digging. We're not mad at that. Going for another one. Gonna hit us for 4 here. Okay, overall, that's not bad. I think we go ahead and use this. It's not much. It kills a flyer. I mean, we're gonna hate this if they play, like, a 3-mana dude here. Probably Godric is what's gonna come down. No, Squee. Yeah, so I could have left mana up to kill the Squee. Would have been smarter. Tough life. Things happen. Do we go ahead and treasure so we have a blocker and then just leave up? Go for it? I think that's what we're doing here. And we just take the treasure. Pass the turn. But yeah, I definitely could have taken 1 point. Just killed Squee. That would have saved us a lot of pain. But, you know, such is life. Make a decision, we gotta live with it. Alright. We're at 11. Uh-oh. Oh, they're just going for... Oh, I guess because you have to. That's a sorcery. Alright. Well, that mostly worked out. Now they don't get to draw a card. Well, they do have almost enough in the yard to get Squee back, though. I'll go ahead and block, even though this is probably just going to get raged. but that's fine. We'll just save ourselves a point. Oh, Crescendo. Okay, so that's not as bad at all. They just get to save a token. So that's totally okay. We can live with that as an outcome. Alright, so we know they have that they could possibly play. They have this. They have one unknown card. We could go 1/1, killing that. They could get Squee back, but we can't kill Squee at instant speed anyway. So, I think we go ahead, do this. Gets us 3 life. Then if they decide to get Squee, we can go ahead and have a way to deal with it. Alright. I also didn't consider the fact that I was going to have to kill that. That's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, I guess we do this. And even if they have the way to pump it, then I guess we just end up wasting the Harvester. Alright. They can pay the life and grow it. Nope. Actually, could they not? Did I misinterpret that? Oh, it has to be as a sorcery. That's why. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Opponent says oops, but I think we're just going to do this. And be on the defensive here. Now, we could theoretically attack into one of these. Well, you know what? We're at 13. F it. We're going to. We're gonna. Like, why not? If they have a kill spell, they're going to use it. Alright. So now they could get Squee. We block Squee. We take 3. That rhymes. That's a bar. And then maybe try to attack into the other one, play the dragon, have 2 blockers. I feel pretty good about that. That's not bad. Assuming that's not a removal card in hand, which it wasn't, so that's good. Alright, let's see how bad it is. Ah, they had it. I mean, we still get to kill Squee here, though. Even if it's a... Oh, nope. I was thinking it was a Rage, but maybe it's not. No, it's Crescendo. Okay, so we did take more damage there, which is a bit of a problem. Oh, that can deal 4? Ugh, bruh. Okay, then. Hold on. They play that for 3. That leaves 2 mana up. They could attack with 2 things. So we take 4, go to 3. They punch through, we go to 1. I mean, we could double block, I guess. Not great. You boy. I'm going to gamble it, but this does not feel good. Let me tell you. Alright. As much as I would like to make creatures with this, I think I'm just going to go ahead and go here. And just give ourselves a chance. I thought about digging since we hadn't seen any burn spells from them and see if maybe we can get something off of them, but that's too much of a gamble, I think. Alright, well, they're playing with their hand face up. We know what we're up against here. Oh, so they're going to attack with all their land. That's smart. That's smart. Yeah. Because now they put us low enough that we can't even gain enough life to kill them. The only way we'd be able to win now... Oh, wait. That's all they're attacking with? I thought they were going to activate their other land. And then we block, take 3, and then that thing would kill us next turn. Because if not, then we do have top deckable outs here. What does this attack mean? Because you have to spend 1 to pump this to a 4/4, I guess. Oh, I see their plan, right? So they pump it. We take 2, 4. We go to 3. All right. So can we win on just dragons, right? We deal 2, 4, and 4 and 4. That's only 12. All right. I mean, I guess this is what we got to do. Like, you don't love it, but I get what they're going for here. Now, the tough part is if we draw a Shivan Devastator, we would have totally won here. And that's going to be heartbreaking. Okay, we didn't. Because that would have hurt so bad. Like, beyond belief, if we'd have drawn that. Alright, the good news is, because they didn't cast this, they ended up losing it. It goes to exile. So that makes life a lot easier here. Because now we can attack... yeah, we can just get another dragon, right? Might as well deal the damage to that. And then we'll have a nice set of blockers here. Opponent could get Squee back, but that's not going to be enough. And now we have lethal incoming. Because now each dragon triggers twice. So that's 4, 8, 12 plus 12. That's 20. Assuming we don't have to block with the dragon. But then we get X-Sushi and we could Virtue and that's a whole thing. Okay, opponent's playing with their hand face up. I think this is them just saying that's ball game. I mean, attack gets them 2 damage. And then they lose their board. And we lose nothing. Yep. That is going to be all she wrote, I'm pretty sure. Just double checking the math. 4, 8, 12. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Looks good. All them triggers. Now, we could just kill all the opponent's things, but we're just ending the game here. So much damage. And then the dragons get their business done. Oh, I thought that was Xaxes. Did I miss math? Oh, never mind. It's because I was counting to 20, not 24. Because it's 12 plus 12. That does make sense. All right. Well, that's why the opponent's at -4. Yeah, that was a weird one. Because, like, we kind of had to grind that out a bit. And we got to a little bit of a dangerous low point. I think the opponent could have played a little bit differently. But I think ultimately they still would have lost. I think that at some point they needed to get that 4 damage in and put us at 3. And then give themselves a chance to punch through at some point in the future. That said, I don't know if they have even burn damage or not. They might have just been playing a bunch of stuff to pump their creatures from the looks of things. But it would be weird for them not to. So I don't know. That was an interesting game, though. So yeah, I feel like I have a bit to say on this one. But here's the deck I ended up running with today. We had 2 Cut Down, 3 Go for the Throat, 4 Charming Scoundrel, 4 Invasion of Tarkir, 3 Riveteer's Requisitioner, 2 Blood Tithe Harvester, 3 Godric, 3 Rivas of the Claw, 2 Itsushi, 4 Decadent Dragon, 2 Realm Scorcher Hellkite, 2 Virtue Persistent, 3 Shivan Devastator, and some lands. Well, I guess there's a few things we'll talk about here in a second, because I think there's a lot to kind of go over here. Yeah, so there were some choices I made with this list, playing stuff like the Blood Tithe Harvester to help Godric, as an example, to have 2 permanents that come into play. But it also serves as removal. But I also think there's a lot of people who look at deck lists and go like, oh, why are you playing, I don't know, Shieldred? Or had somebody in the comments complain, why are you playing something like, I don't know, Underdog? Like, because those cards are good. I know people say like, you should be playing these because they're more on theme. Like, sometimes playing stuff on theme is just worse, period. And here's the trade-off we get as creators. And this is a little bit of a rant. But as a creator, you're either going to get the people who are mad seeing more cards regularly, or we're going to get all the dumb comments from people saying, well, you can just play this card and this card, or this card's worse than this card, even though we know that. So you're going to complain about one thing or the other. So it's in the creator's best interest oftentimes to just play the better card, right? Their deck's going to perform better. Whoever copies the list is probably going to perform better. And they're going to get dumb comments, so it's probably get the smaller pile of dumb comments and just win more games. Simple enough. Now, that said, would I put an Underdog in here? Not necessarily. Would I put in something like a Shieldred? Yeah, very likely. Shieldred actually fits in this deck. We have a couple ways that could get us from 2 mana to 4 mana, and if you have an early Shieldred that survives, obviously that can be devastating. But we also like playing our dragons, so it's kind of, you know, we built a dragon deck, so we're playing dragons. Would I be upset or surprised if I saw somebody put those cards in? Absolutely not, because they're good Magic cards. But if you want to play dragons, this is one way you could do it. I will say, though, I feel like this list could realistically, seriously, use like some recurring thing, whether that's like another artifact that does something, or a planeswalker, or whatever. Just like 2 copies of an extra thing to help the deck along. And I don't know, maybe that's playing Obnixilis or whatever, but something to think about if you decide to build this. But overall, it actually was pretty fun, and it's a good excuse to play a big dumb dragon. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Avaricious Dragon. The reason is, this is a card that was pretty much bulk for its life in Standard, but then slowly found some life in Commander and whatnot, and some quirky decks in older formats. And it's actually not that bad. I mean, sure, you discard your hand at the end of the turn, but if you're using all your cards, or if you have ways to discard things for effect, or you just want stuff in the graveyard, then this is exactly the type of card you want. Or heck, I don't know, maybe you're playing a Hellbent deck where you want your hand to be empty. Lots of cool uses you can find for this. And it's a card that, while not bulk, is still pretty cheap. You're not going to have to pay more than $2 for these in a lot of places. So if you're looking for that type of mechanic, well, this card could be for you, and it's pretty cheap. Now, if you are a fan of dragons and you like today's deck, I do have some other dragons decks, so I'm going to go ahead and link one here for you so you can check that out as well. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.